Dangote Refinery, the $20 billion refinery, is now disrupting the European petroleum market. Now, this Dangote Refinery has been established. It became operational during last year, beginning of last year, January 2024. And Aliko Dangote, the owner of this refinery, has promised that at the end of the year that it will start to produce its full capacity, which is 650,000 barrels per day. When it started, it was producing more than 350,000 barrels per day. Now it's kind of achieving finally, as promised, producing the 650,000 barrels per day. Now this refinery has gone through a lot, but now it has reached to the point disrupting the European petroleum market. Now that's really a big achievement for one refinery, which is a state-of-the-art industry. Look, now, 2 months ago, it was Nigeria's Belgorod energy sector witnessed a very significant event, which was the Dangote oil refinery began producing gasoline and selling it domestically to Nigeria's state oil firm. So it takes crude oil, buys crude oil from Nigeria, and then also sell to Nigerians to the state the refined oil. And so the Nigerian National Petroleum Company, NNPC, marking the first time, indicates Africa's largest oil producer is refining its own crude. Okay. Now this refinery was, as I said, launched in 2024 in January. Now it's kind of reaching its full capacity. Now, even to sweeten the deal further, the facility is the Dangote Refinery is buying crude oil and selling refined fuels in Nigeria that make, the circle full to become full in local currency, saving Nigeria billions of dollars. Nigeria has to really incur around $20 billion for buying crude oil, for importing refined oil from outside. Now all that costs have been cut. They take loan, but still it will be used to import oil. So now that amount is saved, so Nigeria can put it on other infrastructure sectors in the country. It's not only in the energy sector. This refinery really does a lot in various sectors for the country. Africa's largest refinery, which is Dangote Refinery, is beginning now to disrupt Europe's premium motor spirit or petrol market. According to OPEC, the Dangote Refinery has cut down Nigeria's imports of petroleum products from Europe. According to experts, the Dangote Refinery might end the decades-long gasoline trade from Europe to Africa, valued at $70 billion per year, and it reached to the amount that's only Europe. So when they bring it from other parts of the world, then the amount actually totally reached $20 billion. The irony is that Europe already has started to buy this refined oil from Dangote Refinery because they know that this is the highest grade, the highest product in terms of quality. But they, continue to force Nigeria or to push Nigeria to sell their refined oil, which is a substandard compared to Dangote Refinery's production, because they have to get a market for their own product. And the thing is, what makes it worse is when your government become an accomplice to this and continue importing those products from outside, knowing that this is endangering the public health in your country, the nations that Bola Tinubu is leading. I will read a quote for you. Here is what is they're saying the ongoing operational ramp-up efforts at Nigeria's new Dangote Refinery and its gasoline petrol exports to the international market will likely weigh further on the European gasoline market, and then continued gasoline production in Nigeria, a country that has relied heavily on imports to meet its domestic fuel needs in the past, will most likely now continue to free up gasoline volumes in the international markets, which will call for new destinations and flow adjustments for the extra volumes going forward. The Nigerian, Aliko Dangote has been fighting the oil mafias that he has told us when he just before he launched the refinery company. That was in April, I think, 2023. He said that. Or was it April 2024? He says that during the Afro-Caribbean meeting, was it the Afro Exim Bank? It was held in Caribbean, I remember, and that was for the first time he exposed the oil mafia, which is composed of both international and local mafias. That means within the government of Nigeria. Ever since he started that exposing those mafias, he has really faced challenges from Nigeria denying crude oil to Dangote. Remember, Aliko Dangote is from Nigeria. This factory or this plant refinery company is in Nigeria, and they know that it will benefit the country, the people, but still they have denied him to a crude oil. And then he continued to expose the lies within and the mafias, these international oil cartels. But then finally they have to agree, because the people also has to start to revolt, saying that they have to allow to Aliko Dangote giving what he wants, meaning that crude oil. He was importing even the crude oil from as far as from Brazil and the United States, but finally, so they agreed. Now he's using the crude oil from Nigeria, and then he's also using, he's also benefiting now the Nigerian people and the government by saving them the foreign currencies that they have to put to import oil. So he's selling those refined oils. It's a give and take, which is really, he is purely concerned to the economic growth of Nigeria. It's not about really money. He's the richest black man in the world. He don't need nothing, and he knows that he's putting his life at risk by exposing these oil cartels, but he has done it, and that has been welcomed and embraced. He is embraced by the people of Nigeria. We have seen the protest after the Gen Z of Kenya has been also, it was held in Nigeria, and most of the slogans in that protest was of supporting Dangote. Now the people have become aware of what is going on in their name, in their, in the tax the tax money that they are paying, what is going on. Also, the civil society organizations have started to question, do you know that actually Nigeria has built 3 plants, refineries, before even Dangote? Dangote did not really want first to build a refinery, because he knows that there are refineries in the country. He asked to run one of those, to buy it with $750 million. And this, do you know who exposed this? This was by Olusegun Obasanjo. He is the one currently who came to media and exposed them, that it was during his leadership actually Dangote offered this amount. But when he proposed it to the NNPC did not accept it. And even the one who came after him, I forgot his name, but he died in office. He didn't even stay 2 years in in office as a president, that person also did not approve it. So finally, after a few years, this is like back in 2017, 18, let's say, then after 5, 6 years, Dangote came, and he proposed to build his own, and he built his own, and I think it's good. This is a very high quality plant refinery company. So yeah, it's really what he has kind of sacrificed, but it's all for good cause. Look at now what Nigeria is. It's not now the name of Aliko Dangote that's in front. It's the name of Nigeria. It's now even the headlines on media have started to come out. Nigeria's Dangote. That's what they call it. Nigeria's Dangote Refinery, or Nigeria's refinery. So it benefits Nigeria. It's exporting its oil. It's also producing jet fuel to African countries as well. And the jet fuel, that's really a big thing. Europe has started to buy it already. They know, when there's quality, when they know where to go. And then also the African countries are slowly, they have started. I think now it has reached to 5 or 7 countries are buying the jet fuel from Dangote. I think all Africa has to start to buy. I'm not sure if the company has, if the refiner has a capacity, but they have to start to buy from, which makes it cheaper, instead of buying and shipping oil from all the way far from Africa. It's better to use our own. And then, we also by there implement the African Continental Free Trade Area, which is boosting trade, the intra-trade within African countries. So let us know in the comment section, what do you think of Dangote's refinery disrupting the oil market, the petrol market in Europe? Let us know in the comment section. What's your view? Share the video with others, subscribe to the channel, give it a like. You may support us through our PayPal account and buy me a coffee link. That was it for now, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.